In the world of science, curiosity often leads us down dark and mysterious paths. Paths that push the boundaries of what we know, and sometimes what we're willing to believe. A team of daring scientists recently decided to conduct an experiment that would make even the bravest souls shudder. Their mission? To place a camera inside a coffin deep within the earth and record what happens when the dead are left undisturbed for centuries. But what they uncovered was beyond what they could have ever imagined. Join us as we explore 15 instances when scientists have uncovered terrifying truths that have made us question everything we thought we knew about life and death. Number 15, Vincent's last secret. Vincent came from a rich family. His dad was a real estate expert and artifact collector, and his mom was a top surgeon. Despite his wealth, Vincent was humble and dedicated to making the world better. After his mom died, his dad remarried Rita's mom, and Vincent started working in real estate and artifact collection. He did well, but was devastated when his father died shortly after. His stepmother and stepsister, Rita, supported him, and he grew close to them. Vincent moved back into his old family home, where he improved the community and helped those in need. However, he was found dead one morning, and Rita, who had a bad feeling, rushed him to the hospital. The doctors couldn't determine the cause of death, but suggested an autopsy. Rita, knowing Vincent's aversion to autopsies, decided against it and arranged for his body to be used in scientific research. The scientists placed a camera in Vincent's coffin to study him for a year. At the funeral, the camera recorded live footage, and the scientists were shocked to see Vincent moving inside the coffin. They quickly contacted the police. When the police arrived at Rita's house the next day, she was nervous and tried to block them, but they informed her she was a suspect in Vincent's death. Rita confessed to drugging Vincent in hopes of finding valuable artifacts he was hiding. She had faked documents to avoid an autopsy and sent Vincent's body to the scientists. In a twist, Vincent was alive. The sleeping pills had worn off, and he had been struggling in his coffin. The scientists and police dug him up, and he was stabilized in the hospital. Vincent had hidden the artifacts, suspecting Rita's intentions. Rita was eventually arrested and sentenced to prison for her crime. Number 14. Unsettling mystery of Rosalia Lombardo. Over a century has passed since young Rosalia Lombardo's death, but her story continues to interest and unsettle people worldwide. Rosalia was just 2 years old when the 1920 Spanish flu claimed her life. Despite her parents' best efforts, the virus caused pneumonia, quickly worsening her condition until she passed away. Her father, devastated by the loss of his only child, sought to preserve her memory greatly. Turning to science, Mr. Lombardo enlisted the help of Dr. Alfredo Salafia, a renowned embalmer. Salafia's groundbreaking preservation techniques kept Rosalia's body incredibly lifelike. Today, she rests in the Capuchin catacombs of Palermo, Italy, where visitors see her as Sleeping Beauty due to her serene appearance. However, what truly captures people's attention is the eerie nightly occurrence, where her eyelids seem to flutter open, adding an element of mystery and fear to her tragic story. Salafia's preservation method, using a mix of chemicals like formalin and zinc salts, was so effective that Rosalia's lifelike appearance shocked her mother, who initially thought her daughter had returned to life. This extraordinary preservation technique became a symbol of a father's enduring love and Salafia's expertise, leaving a legacy that continues to fascinate scientists and visitors alike. Even today, Rosalia looks as though she might simply be sleeping, with her golden curls and rosy cheeks untouched by time. Encased in a nitrogen-filled glass container to maintain her pristine condition, she resembles a life-sized doll. But what really astounds people is the unsettling sight of her seemingly opening and closing her eyes at night, an event that has been both recorded and debated. While some dismiss it as an optical illusion, others are convinced they've witnessed something truly eerie, keeping Rosalia's memory alive in a way that defies explanation. Number 13. Accidental Roentgen ray creation. In 1896, a fortunate thunderstorm led to an unexpected breakthrough for French physicist Henri Becquerel, who would later receive a Nobel Prize for his discovery of radioactivity. While examining the energy emitted by uranium salts, Becquerel initially thought that sunlight triggered their luminescence, similar to the recently discovered X-rays by Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen. On a particularly sunny day, Becquerel prepared photographic plates to test his hypothesis. Unfortunately, as clouds obscured the sun, he was forced to postpone his experiment and store the setup away indoors. Unbeknownst to him, this delay proved fortuitous. A week later, when he examined the forgotten plates, he was astonished to find faint images imprinted on them. This unexpected result revealed that the uranium salts were emitting invisible rays, which he initially called Becquerel rays, and which could penetrate through opaque materials, such as black paper. Becquerel's discovery was groundbreaking because it suggested that these rays were not dependent on external light sources, but were emitted spontaneously by the uranium salts. This phenomenon was later redefined by Marie and Pierre Curie, who coined the term radioactivity to describe the process by which unstable atomic nuclei release energy in the form of particles or electromagnetic waves. Their pioneering work led to the identification of new radioactive elements, including radium and polonium, and uncovered radiation's ability to alter atomic structures, a discovery that laid the groundwork for advancements in nuclear physics and chemistry. The implications of this discovery were profound, sparking further research into nuclear reactions and eventually leading to the development of nuclear power and medical applications such as radiation therapy. The chance timing of the thunderstorm not only facilitated this breakthrough, but also underscored how scientific progress can hinge on unexpected events. Number 12. Gunpowder discovery. In an unexpected twist of fate, the Chinese alchemists' ancient quest for an elixir of immortality inadvertently gave birth to modern explosives and artillery, radically altering the landscape of warfare. These pioneering scholars were deeply engrossed in the mystical pursuit of concocting potions that could grant eternal life and transform base metals into precious ones, like turning lead into gold. While this might seem like fantasy today, it was a serious scientific and spiritual endeavor more than 1,000 years ago. The key moment occurred around 850 CE in Sichuan province, China. An alchemist, experimenting with a mixture of saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal dust, accidentally triggered a massive explosion. This explosive reaction, which released toxic fumes and intense heat, was far from the immortality potion they had hoped for. Instead, it led to the creation of black powder, the world's first high explosive. Black powder's discovery was a game-changer for warfare. Initially, it was used in fireworks, but its potential as an explosive soon became evident. By the 10th century, black powder had become a crucial component in weaponry. The Chinese began using it in various military devices, including bombs, rockets, and cannons, which drastically altered combat strategies. This explosive technology spread across Asia and eventually reached Europe via the Silk Road trade routes. The knowledge of black powder revolutionized European battle tactics during the late Middle Ages, leading to the development of new firearms and artillery. The impact of black powder on warfare was profound. It played a crucial role in many historical conflicts, such as the 100 Years' War and the Siege of Constantinople. The devastating power of gunpowder-based weapons shifted the balance of military power, contributing to the decline of medieval fortifications and the rise of modern armies. Number 11. The insane effect of penguin poop. Penguins are some of the most captivating creatures on the planet. Each species has unique traits that never fail to fascinate researchers, and their adorable appearance only adds to their charm, making them delightful to watch. But there's more to these charming birds than meets the eye. Recent studies have revealed a surprising and somewhat humorous discovery. Penguin poop produces nitrous oxide, commonly known as